Guys, have you seen this guy who's trending? Who's saying he lives inside a car? He's married to a Kenyan lady in USA. His name is Albert. Where? Hey, nakwambia TikTok drama. So Albert has been trending. I saw him trending on X, on Instagram, on all the socials. Apparently, now we went to Auka High Court. Auka is a TikToker. So he had a live whereby he invited Albert, the guy who is trending, who is saying he lives inside the car because apparently the wife is beating him up and stuff like that. A lot of drama is going on with his marriage. So he said he lives inside his vehicle, and he was showing, he was showing the back, he was showing a suitcase. So they were called by Auka. Remember, sometime back, Nyako told us, Auka is a businessman. Auka is a businessman. So, anyway, Auka held a live, and we were all there with our popcorns. So, they brought their marital problems on TikTok. Nowadays, hey, after Big Daddy, now we are with Albert. Anyway, Auka brought them and was asking them what is going on with your marriage, because they are both from Kisii. So Diana was there. It's always good to listen to both sides of the story. Don't ever judge a story before you listen to both sides. So Albert came there and talked about how, the father of Diana, who is the wife now, how he was blocked by Diana's dad. He was blocked by, relatives and stuff like that. How they have been arguing, how the lady has been accusing her, But the lady came in and gave her story, her side of the story. She said it all started when they went to a Kenyan get-together party, and she had a back pain. The back pain was so much. She told the husband, "Can you please take me to hospital because my back is killing me?" But guess what? The guy was super drunk. He didn't want to take Diana to hospital. Remember, they have a young child and a child from a previous relationship of Albert. Albert, this is the second relationship of Albert. So, they went to a party with both kids, and Diana could not take it. Her back was too much. So she was like, "Please, I can't stay in this party. I need to leave because my back is killing me." But the guy was super drunk. Guess what the guy wanted to do? He wanted to wreck the vehicle and finish off the whole family. I was like, seriously? Yani, we were listening like, People are like, wow. Like, what kind of thoughts are those? Yani, you guys, munapewa visa na God. You guys are getting visas to go to the US to change your lives. You are coming here to do weird stuff. Like, seriously. I was like, how can a man, the head of the house, think of finishing off his lineage like that? You want to finish off your wife and kids and yourself. And we have seen it happen, especially abroad. Let me tell you, and let me tell all aspiring people who are aspiring to come abroad. Abroad, this is where the devil lives. This is the devil's headquarters. The devil lives here with his cousins and his relatives. And especially the devil of marriage. Most marriages abroad, we have already seen, this is now the second case. We were from Big Daddy, and now we are with Albert. So that is just the tip of the iceberg of what happens to couples who come from back home and come to these Western worlds. If you guys are not focused, if you guys are not intentional on making your marriages work, I'm telling you, this is where the devil lives, together with his cousins and his relatives, and they will destroy you. Imagine you are back at home, Albert. you didn't have a criminal record. So you got your passport, you got your documents, you got everything correct. Only for you to come abroad and now start getting criminal, what are they called? Criminal charges here. It is very unfortunate for people coming from Africa. Let me talk on all African, because it's not just Kenya alone. People are coming from back home, from Africa. They come as a couple, they come as a family. Then when they come here, it's like they don't realize why they come here. They come here and, I don't know, the devil, you remember the devil lives here. This is the devil's headquarters. If you are not intentional in making your marriage work abroad, it is going to mess you up. And remember, once you enter the criminal, you have a criminal record here. Here you can't bribe anyone. Huwezi bribe anyone. You cannot, Albert, you cannot bribe anyone. So think about, you have a clean record from back home, but now you are calling police here to taint your record. It will be very unfortunate, because every potential employer will be seeing that DV on your record. Anyway, back to the story. So Diana, called police and all this, but Diana was asked, do you want us to arrest this guy? Of course, she loves the husband. She said no. She told us, she said no, don't arrest the guy, because she knows the repercussions. So I was like, so what are you guys really fighting about? I could not believe. They are just fighting because this one could not take this one to the hospital. This one was too drunk. And then there was this story Diana was telling us, that whenever they argue, Albert goes to the sink and takes a video of the dirty dishes and tells the parents back home, look, your daughter didn't do dishes. Your daughter didn't clean the house. What kind of childishness is that? It shows the kind of immaturity. As a man of the house, why do you let relatives come into your marriage? Because I'm telling you, the minute relatives enter that marriage, where you guys met just the two of you. But when you start letting outsiders get inside that marriage, forget about it. Iyo imeenda. Like, if you listen to them, they are a very young couple. They can do a lot. And then they were arguing about TikTok account because the Albert changed the password or something. Like, they're arguing over things that are not making sense. I'm telling you. I was listening to them and I'm like, hey, is that all you are arguing about? Maybe it's because they are still young. So when you get to your 40s and your 50s, what will you be talking about? Because marriage is about being intentional. It's about letting small mistakes go. What if now you come to those big mistakes, those fat ones? What will you do, my dear friends? I think it's a high time those Kisii elders, because they are from Kisii, those Kisii elders, to take them in, sit them down, and they need an older couple to help them navigate through their marriage, because they have young kids. Now, Diana was saying she doesn't even live in that house, yet this guy is taking a video saying he lives inside a car, yet the house is empty. So she was like, the guy is lying. Now we are like, what? They were both wanarusha maneno huku, here, there. We were like, guy, mwadhani Jesu, please. Guys, you guys need counseling. And you guys need to realize that God has given you this visa. Use it wisely, please. So many people back home in Kenya, they want that US visa to come here and change their lives for the better. Imagine you guys enter a plane, you buckle up, you bring those bad behavior. And I'm telling you, this, if there's a place you can get lost, it is huku abroad. There is too much fun here. Beer is very cheap. And I think they do that on purpose. They do that on purpose. So, having fun. And another thing, keep away from these parties, these Kenyan parties all the time. You will get lost, my dear friends. You will get lost.